Shout out to Cats Pod.
1 second. A good defensive play for Montana State.
Touchdown, Tommy Malone is electrifying.
Welcome to the Cats Pod. What's up, Podcats? We are back after another glorious Catterday, and it was a good feeling one. It was a good feeling Catterday, fairly stress free. How do you feel about it, Eric?
Oh, I feel great, man. I did make it to a sports bet machine, and I did bet the spread at 18.5 points, and I did bet the over, so I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, that's a good day. That's a solid day at the Keno machine.
We are so back.
So back, all the way
so
back.
back. Cats with the points every time, baby.
Cats with the points, Cats versus the spread. It may be back. It may be back. This may be the beginning of a long streak of Cats versus the spread hitting. And I couldn't be more ready for it. And for me, it felt like this one was wire to wire, just kind of dominated the entire game. I didn't feel like Idaho State had a real chance at any point. When they scored their first touchdown, it did kind of feel like it was going to be a shootout, but that was all of 45 seconds where it felt like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you watch how the Cats offense came out and operated this time, and Justin Lamson has found it. He's
fully ready.
I mean, he's operating at such a high level right now. The mistakes are cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his arm is electric. The running backs are Adam Jones had a day. Julius Davis is an automatic 6 or more yards, no matter what. There's just so little to nitpick on the offense anymore that, I mean, this was, even when it was 20-14, this was so stress-free.
Yeah. It didn't feel like there was much going on there.
I honestly thought Idaho State, with that, they do have an insanely talented group of receivers.
Yeah. I
thought they would put up more of a fight, but the Cats defense just beat the tar out of them all day to the point where they just didn't want to play football anymore.
Yeah. And Shulikov was impressive in this game. He is definitely a player to keep an eye on, like, going forward, because very impressive stat line today, and it looked the part on the field. It was like he was wide open in places where we're not seeing wide receivers open against the secondary. He's a talented dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was just every time you think the Cat defense can't get any better, then they come out, they absolutely stall Idaho State and manage 3 takeaways.
Yeah. It was a killer day for the defense, killer day for the offense. It was just an all-around great win. And just continuing, just doing what they've been doing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you weren't excited about the Bobcats already, you should be now, because this is an Idaho State team that darn near took the Grizzlies down in a total shootout last week. I mean, that came down to a red zone stop by the Grizzlies, and this game was over in the second quarter.
Yeah,
it was over. I mean, you can go through every guy on that team because they all play a part every single down.
Yep.
They're all, the defense is so locked in right now. I mean, these guys are absolutely entrenched in the belief that they're the best.
Yeah.
And they are the best. Like, if they don't get some serious respect out of this week, I don't know what it'll take.
And
I mean,
the question's out there right now. It definitely is.
Yeah. I mean, 3 takeaways is, I mean, still a college football game. There's just not takeaways that often. They had 3 of them today.
Yeah. It was very impressive. I'm already seeing some of the talk on FCS Fans Nation about the way that next week's rankings might come out. So that whole mess has already started, and everyone knows where we've stood on that mess since day one. The only difference in the rankings right now is a double overtime loss. So this game doesn't change my mind in any way. It just confirms my beliefs prior, which are the Cats are very, very good this year.
They're very, very good this year, and let them be underdogs.
Go for it.
Or not underdogs. Let them be disrespected by the
Underrate
rankings
us.
committee.
Do it. I dare you.
Because, I mean, the fact of the matter is Idaho State looked really good last week, and we just made them look like a JV team.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, we went in number 5. I don't feel like that's going to change at all. You can't move anybody over them for sure.
No.
But they're not, even though Montana's wins are not aging well right now, it's still, I still don't ever see them moving them down till they lose, and they're probably not going to lose till Cat Grits.
And we don't want them to move them down. Move them up.
Yeah,
underrate the Cats more. Go for it. Not afraid.
If I swear to God, if they jump the Grizzlies over Tarleton after a pathetic win like that, I am going to puke in my mouth.
They should do it this week. I dare them. I dare them to do it. I say they're not brave enough to do it. They're not brave enough to make that choice, you know. Do it.
Man, I'm just so impressed with what I'm watching. I mean, these guys have obviously bought into the philosophy.
Yeah.
They're obviously coachable kids. They're listening to, I mean, you can see what needs to be changed in the previous weeks. Like, you could see those things, what needed to be cleaned up.
Oh yeah.
And today it was in full effect. I mean, Justin Lamson, he orchestrates just an absolutely beautiful offense. I mean, the running backs were clicking on all cylinders. The offensive line is back to what we have known to come and love over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, the tight end play. How about the tight end play, man? Rocky Lencioni getting 2 touchdowns this week, 1 touchdown last week. His last 3 catches are touchdown catches.
Hey, that's a good way to be living, let me tell you. When you just catch a ball and it happens to be a touchdown, that's a nice way to be.
Yeah, our guy Rylan Schlepp had a nice catch at the beginning of the game. That was fun to see.
Yeah, great to see him doing well.
Glad to see he's not too injured and was able to get out there. It's nice to see Neil Daly back. He had a huge play in the backfield. Stuck that dude. But I got to say, the most impressive thing to me in this game is the defensive backs.
Yeah.
I mean, even when the Idaho State did make like a pass play or something like that, there was absolutely no doubt that minus the one spot where the guy took the long touchdown.
Yeah.
Minus that one, they were absolutely trucking the wide receivers. And that I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting his name, that big number 9, and was it Shulikov?
Yeah, Shulikov and Nunali.
Nunnally. There you go.
Nunnally. Sorry.
Those two, they were beat to tar after this game. You know, those guys were running rampant all over the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies couldn't tackle them. Our guys can tackle them, and they made them pay for every single catch. I mean, that one, I can't remember who hit Shulikov on one of those catches, but he hit him so hard in the leg that he had to stay down on a knee for a minute, and I don't think he was ever quite right after that. I mean, they were feeling it, and that's just something that we've had some great defensive backs, but I don't think we've had a full unit like this that I can remember. A unit where you have such a talented group of receivers, and you know, a quarterback that just threw for 400 and some yards the week before.
Yeah,
and they're more or less ineffective for 3/4 of football.
Yeah, it was
impressive.
Very, very impressive. Like, could not agree more. Just the power of this secondary right now. Even when they make a couple mistakes here and there, like, they make up for it in the long run with some amazing plays that they put out there as well. I was so excited to see the rushing game back at it, because I feel
Yeah.
like we hadn't seen a classic game like this. We had 384 yards on the ground today. Like, that
I
is
know.
old school Montana State.
I looked down like halfway through the third quarter, looked up the stats, and it was like, holy crap. Like, I knew these guys were running all over, but I didn't realize the totals were that high.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Jones had his breakout game.
Yep.
For this year. Julius Davis just does Julius Davis things, a beautiful spinning move to get that first touchdown.
Julius Davis can't be back. He can't be back because he never left. He never left.
Yeah.
He can't be back. Adam Jones back. Julius Davis just still here.
I mean, Lamson is making the absolutely crucial decisions too. Like, these decisions are, his decisions to run are resulting in very positive plays, 7-8 yards a rush, plus some, a few even longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I'm running out of good things to say about guys. But
it's tough.
I think, I said the biggest thing was the secondary being as good as they are. But I think the number one thing actually is that the defense is so deep. They all these guys are cycling in all the time. Everybody's so fresh.
Yeah.
I just don't think anybody can keep up with them at any point during this season.
It's going to be very hard.
Yeah, I mean, because they're always fresh. I mean, the starters are getting good breathers on the sideline, able to stay completely fresh throughout a game because the guys who are backing them up are actually starters too.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is, I think I'm trying to remember which game it was last year. I think it might have been the Idaho State game last year where it was a close game for, probably 3/4 of that one. And then the Cats just ran away with it. And I think that's what we're going to see a lot this year. Maybe this time it was the first quarter was close. And then they just don't have the ponies to keep up with these Bobcats. They just don't have the horsepower to get it done.
The defense wears people down. Like last year, I feel like we talked more about the offensive line wearing people down. And they may shut down the running game for like a couple quarters, but then the second half would come and we'd be busting the like 60, 70-yard runs like we were seeing today. This year, it feels like the defense just breaks people. Like they put up a little bit of a fight and then they just get put into submission by the time the third quarter rolls around.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that really caught my eye today was the patience of the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just running head down right into the back of whoever trying to get 1 or 2 yards. They're getting up and then waiting for the holes to open for them.
Yep.
And then shifting into them. Like the vision for these guys is incredible.
It's impressive, for sure.
The decision making. Yeah. It was a good game, man. I was pretty amped the entire time.
Yeah. It was just exciting. It was like wire to wire, no stress in this game. Could just enjoy every time the Bobcats scored a touchdown. It was a good feeling Saturday. Today was a good vibes kind of Saturday, and I was just chilling at home, and everything was good today, Bobcat wise, it was just everything was perfect.
And what makes it even more impressive is that they did this in a pretty good rainstorm.
Yeah.
Like Lamson did not have any trouble finding his receivers, and the receivers did not have any trouble making catches.
Yeah.
Despite being soaked all the way through.
Downpouring the entire time, and you're 17 for 21, Mr. Lamson. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I mean,
you got to stop.
He keeps this up. He could be setting completion percent records this year, I think.
It's ridiculous to think how lucky we are in this situation. Because we went out of having touchdown Tommy and extremely efficient quarterback, athletic, all the stuff, all the superlatives, and we love Tommy and miss him dearly, but then we just get an embarrassment of riches with Justin Lamson, where he comes in and it's like, this dude is also super efficient, and he's also tough as nails, he's also very athletic, and he's very good at throwing the football. Like, how did this happen?
I know, man. I mean, and kudos to the coaching staff for making this happen because this is 100% on them. They went and found this guy,
Yeah.
got him here, and managed to get him to a point where he can do this in not very much time. It's not like he had a ton of time to really get on top of the playbook and on top of the teammates and everything else that goes into being a starting quarterback for somebody. And he just happened. I mean, you don't just step right in and get the job. I mean, he put in the work, and those guys coached him up, and now we're seeing just how good this team can be with Justin Lamb at quarterback.
Were you sensing a bit of an edge from the Cats today? Because I felt like there was a little bit more of an edge, a little bit bigger chip on the shoulder than usual. And I think this team might be just a little bit scrappier, a little less professional. I'm not saying it in like a bad way or like they need to change anything, but I'm just seeing a lot more John and a lot more stuff that's getting me very excited throughout the game. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing the emotion. It means you care.
Yeah.
But they're not doing it in a way that gets people in trouble. The Grizzlies have a tendency, those players have a tendency to get themselves in some pretty deep trouble by too much smack talk. But, Justin Lamson's running around there and, letting them hear it.
Yeah.
He's here. He's here to stay. He's here to be the best. And honestly, give me a quarterback that's playing better right now.
It's tough to point to anybody, especially like I know we'll talk about the rest of the games probably a little bit, but today it just feels like the Cats are in a class of their own in the Big Sky. I can't really compare any other team out before today. I was saying outside of Montana, the Big Sky is a mess. I think outside of Bozeman, the Big Sky is a mess right now.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but honestly, there's no way you're taking Ayat over Lamson, not in a million years.
No.
I mean, you're not taking Pennington from Northern Arizona over Lamson, not in a million years.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I do feel like he's the best quarterback in the Big Sky right now.
Yeah. It seems like a fair thing to say.
I mean, he has the stats to back it up. The completion percent is insane. He doesn't turn the ball over. He doesn't throw. I mean, he had some interceptions early this season, but that's all cleaned up now. He's making good decisions. It's like, yeah, give me Justin Lamson and give me Justin Lamson twice on Saturdays.
Yeah, as many times as you can. He's the best quarterback
in the Big Sky Conference.
Yeah, and that doesn't feel like an exaggeration. It doesn't feel like a biased response. I think clear and away right now, he's just the best QB in the Big Sky for sure.
Yeah,
but
I really. I mean, 184 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 incomplete passes all day is just insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just it's nuts. I mean, he's spreading the ball around to, let's see, 8 different guys caught passes from him today on 17 catches.
And he had 60 yards on the ground.
And 60 yards on the ground.
Like, it's
no turn.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. We're a little spoiled, but it's a good position to be in, and I love it.
A lot spoiled, and I'm fine with it. And everybody in the world can keep underrating the Cats. We'll still be here day one till day none. Still going to be here.
Yep. And, I mean, now they have a really good body of work to put, going into the bye week here. Really, they're going to be able to tweak on whatever things that apparently we can't see that need tweaked on.
Yeah.
Guys are going to get back to feeling 100% again. They got 2 full weeks of rest and recovery, and then get to come back and play a bad Cal Poly team.
Yeah, it turns out is not that good. Turns out we were just pumping them up. Turns out we don't know what we're talking about.
You want to talk about a team that, I mean, I shouldn't say we. You were giving Cal Poly some love. I was a little hesitant.
I was
a little do it. It's still Cal Poly, but they did have some quality games, and they were the better team against Montana for a full half of football.
Yeah.
And Montana figured out a way to win, but that is not a good win.
No,
it's not a good win.
Yeah, and the score is so misleading on this one.
Yeah.
It just felt like Cal Poly got ahead and they didn't know what to do with themselves because they haven't been in this position recently.
Yeah, I mean, this was the Grizzly fans were absolutely crapping their pants up until the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I mean, they were. It looked like Montana was going to lose that game, and then Cal Poly just stopped trying to play football.
It was a very stressful day to be a Grizz fan, I would have to say. Like, if you're a Grizz fan out there, sorry for all the Xanax you had to consume today, because you did not have a stress-free Saturday.
No, there was no stress-free in this one.
No.
And the first half of that game against a good team, that scores 21-28 to nothing.
Yeah.
Against a real football team. Legit, the UC Davises of the world, the Montana States of the world.
That's the real question, though, Eric, is who are the legit teams? Like, that's what's got me in this mental Chinese finger trap right now that is the Big Sky Conference. I have no idea what any of these teams are outside of Montana State, and I'm convinced that they are good. You could convince me that there's like 3 or 4 other teams that are good, and you could convince me that they are absolute dog garbage. Like,
yeah,
you could tell me anything about them.
You're right, man. I mean, Northern Arizona was supposed to be a top 15 school, and we beat the absolute brakes off of them. Idaho State took the number 4 team in the country down to the very razor's edge last week, and we just beat the brakes off them. Idaho is Montana's signature win right now. That's not aging very well.
It's aging
Sac
great
State
for my Bears, though.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Montana State, and Davis are the 3 best teams in the Big Sky Conference. Montana has no defense, or not a very good one, at least, full of transfer players that, hard to root for people who are, hard to root for those guys if you're a Grizz fan. I mean, there's just so little Montana on that team anymore. But Davis just keeps on chugging. They're stacking wins up.
Yeah.
They beat Northern Arizona pretty good. That quarterback is legit. He had a really good day. Yeah. I mean, it looks like they got pretty lucky too with this Pinnock. I mean, what did I see?
That's a crazy stat line. I'm seeing this one for the first time. I saw the score for UC Davis's game today, but I have not looked at any stats on it. That is an impressive stat line from that new QB they have there.
That is a good one. I mean, 348 yards, 5 touchdowns, no picks. That's not bad.
Also, like our boy Lamson, 4 incomplete passes today is all.
I will say on the flip side of this Pinnock for Davis, 7 carries for negative 33 yards is not.
Yeah, not ideal. Not what you want.
But you're right, man. I mean, you take out Montana State, you take out Davis, and then you have a Montana team that their offense can probably score with anybody as long as Ayat is not seeing ghosts, because that definitely happens sometimes. And then you just have a bunch of crap. Yeah. That's what the bottom is. I mean, it's
inconsistent.
Just a sludge pile.
Yeah. I don't know I just can't figure out what these teams are anymore. Like, every week we get a few scores that just do not make any sort of sense. First of all being what's going on currently while we're recording this, Sac State beating Weber State. Like, 28-10. Like, beating them pretty well in the first half. Who is Sac State? We can't figure it out.
I have no idea.
Can't figure it out. Northern Colorado, are they the best team in the conference? Maybe. Can't figure it out.
I mean, and I alluded to that earlier. Idaho was Montana's signature win, and that game, I don't know that it was like super close, but it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the Grizzlies just ran away with that one.
Hear me out.
Northern Colorado kind of handled them without really any trouble. They were in front the entire game and just never let off the gas.
Yeah. Hear me out for a second, okay?
Let's hear it.
When the Grizz beat Idaho, they got to go to number 4 in the country. And they beat them by, what was it at the end of the year? 10 points, I think?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, it was a score and some change. The Northern Colorado Bears go into the Kibbe Dome and beat them by 16 points. Northern Colorado is going to move all the way up ahead of Tarleton State. That's where they belong. It's going to go North Dakota State, South Dakota State, Northern Colorado, Tarleton, Grizz, Cats. That's what it is. It's the rankings. Transitory property of football.
Yes. And I will say this. Northern Colorado definitely opened some eyes with that one.
Yeah.
That is a very good win for a team that doesn't have a lot of wins at all in the last 5 years or 10 years or 15 years or whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a lot of wins. This is a pretty big one. They've had really close games all year. I mean, they haven't really got blown out by anybody.
No.
And they haven't been blown out for sure. Several overtime games. I mean, I'm ready. Last week I was not ready to say Cal Poly was moving up. I am ready to say Northern Colorado is moving up because I think that they're better than Cal Poly.
Yeah.
I know that they're better than Portland State and Eastern Washington.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
Keep it going.
I'm pretty sure that they're better than Weber State or the same. At the least, they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like them. I might lean Northern Colorado against Sac State.
I think Northern Colorado is better than Sac State. I think they're better than Idaho State. I think they're better than almost every team out of the top 3 we were talking about just a minute ago.
Yeah.
I think they might be the 4th. And I feel like that's not a crazy thing to say at this point after you just thump Idaho.
I'm not quite ready to say that.
After you turn the Spuds into mashed potatoes, you can't be number 4 in the country, Eric. Come on.
I still think Northern Arizona might be better than them.
Yeah,
maybe.
Probably. Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm looking at their schedule just to see who else they play.
Pennington is impressive against everybody but the Cats. So
unfortunately, they don't play Montana because I think that would be a good game. But next week they play Sac State.
Yeah.
That game's gonna answer a lot of questions. Sac State, Northern Colorado. Is Northern Colorado decent?
Is Sac State decent? They just went up 34-10. I have no idea. Now, what's going on?
I don't know. Davis is 2 weeks. Montana State, Northern Arizona, and then they finish off with Eastern Washington, Portland State. I mean, we're looking at Northern Colorado with potentially. I mean, they already have 3.
Mm-hmm.
They could potentially have. They could potentially have a 7-win season here.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
And that would be with them winning against Sac State, Northern Arizona, Eastern Washington, and Portland State, dropping Davis and the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's a pretty good season.
So,
if you told any Northern Colorado fan last year that they were going to have that season this year, they would tell you were lying to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But regardless, I mean, we're not going to get to see Idaho State beat them already.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're going to we're gonna learn a lot about the Big Sky Conference next week. I mean, the Cats take a bye.
Yeah.
And we're going to be able to sit back and watch the rest of the Big Sky play football and see kind of what the rest of these teams are all about.
Yeah. Good week for some scouting time, except for the Grizz who are playing against Sacred Heart.
Yeah, that's some chump change right there.
I think they hate their fans. I think the University of Montana does not like their own fan base. I think they're punishing them this year because they're not giving them a single game that's actually fun to watch.
Why on earth would you schedule Sacred Heart at home? I mean, they're not going to fill it. I mean, they're going to have a lot of people there, of course, but it's not going to be full.
Just complacency, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you build steam here with all these fourth quarter wins just to take a week off.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a bye week. I mean, you still run the risk of hurting your players in a game.
Mm-hmm.
But you're playing a Division II crap team. Like, what's the point of it?
Yeah, I don't even. I have such a hard. I don't even know who Sacred Heart is. Are they? They must be in that Pioneer Conference or whatever, Pioneer League.
Oh, so they are
because
FCS.
they play against like Lehigh, Norfolk, Delaware State, Central Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah. So scrubs.
Yeah.
Scrub teams.
Mm-hmm.
But
like when your school is called Sacred Heart. Come on, you sound like you're Division II.
Yeah.
You sound like that's what you name a high school. You name a high school Sacred Heart. You don't name a college Sacred Heart.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah. Tis what it is.
The other game I thought we should mention is North Dakota State obliterated Southern Illinois. The Salukis were highly ranked. I think that was a top 10 matchup. And yes. North Dakota State walked them around like the dogs that they are.
Yeah. The Salukis got taken for a little walk today. They got their treats given to them by the fourth quarter. They were sitting down, rolling over, begging, playing fetch, whatever the Bison wanted.
Yeah, not good. South Dakota State handled business pretty good against a really bad team. But, North Dakota State is legit, and I don't like it.
It's tough. Because I think when we were talking about this game before, the only thing I said was I really hope Southern Illinois can make North Dakota State look mortal. They still don't look mortal. Nobody's made them bleed yet. It feels like Ivan Drago at this point. Somebody's got to make this guy bleed so that we know that it's actually human.
I mean, we are 2 weeks away from the only real meaningful game in the Missouri Valley.
Yeah.
NDSU, Dakota Marker.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 weeks, the only game that matters in the Missouri Valley is against those two teams because the rest of them aren't very good.
Yeah.
But after going through all these games in the Big Sky Conference and the FCS as a whole, these rankings just piss me off even more because they're trying to put teams in there. Those other teams don't stand a chance against any of the Dakota States or the Montana schools. Yeah. They just don't.
No, but they got to make it interesting.
They got to make it interesting. I mean, the only team that, I'm pretty certain that Davis is the only other team in the FCS that could make any kind of sound, and I don't think it'd be much.
It's so tough because we've learned the hard way how tough it is to get into that top tier and to feel like you actually belong there. Because let's be real honest, the Cats haven't won the championship. So there's still the Missouri Valley fans still have that to hold over our heads. And they're going to continue to do it until we win a national championship. And so it's so hard to make that jump to where it's like UC Davis feels like the Cats of 5-6 years ago. where they're scrappy. Like, it'd be really cool. They could make a great run, make the national championship, but at the end of the day, they're not a contender at that level.
No, they're just not. And none of the rest of those teams that are in the top 25 outside of the five that I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
are ever going to strike fear into anybody.
Yeah.
You know, Lehigh isn't going to win a game against any of those.
Probably not.
You know, and
Probably
any of
not.
those other, you know, any of those other schools. I am starting to believe that Tarleton gets blown out by one of these five schools. I think Davis
That
blows
one's
them
tough
out.
to tell. Yeah.
What?
That's tough to tell. Like, I think Tarleton's pretty good. Just based on how they played last year in the playoffs, and then going into this season, they just seem like they actually are pretty legit to me.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel more than confident taking the Bobcats with whatever the spread is going to Tarleton.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. The Cats versus them. I wasn't talking about that. I was just saying, like, as far as belonging in that top five, I think they squarely belong in that group. I think the Cats are a better team, but obviously that goes without saying.
I think that you could make a rankings.
Mm-hmm.
And the top four would be the Dakota States and the Montana schools, and then you have like a break, a little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
And then you have the Tarleton, the Davis, and then another gap, North Dakota, and then the rest of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you could just shuffle amongst those.
Yeah.
And you'd be fine.
You know what we just described, Eric? A
What's
tiers
that?
List. It's just a tiers list.
Yeah.
That's
it's
it.
true.
We just need to stop doing top 25 rankings, and we need to start doing tiers lists. Like, here's the 3 teams that could win the national championship, and here's the rest of the teams that are going to have fun playing football the rest of the year, but they really don't have a chance.
It's honestly true. I mean, you have the Dakota marker that decides the Dakota State's futures. The winner and loser of that game just switches spots if the North Dakota State loses.
Mm-hmm.
Those two teams just switch spots is all.
Yeah.
Cat Grizz, I mean, there's probably not going to be another loss for either team till Cat Grizz. The winner of that game just switches spots.
Yeah.
And then you have everybody else. I mean, I just feel like you have those 4. And, in Montana hasn't been as good as of late, so you could make an argument there that they don't belong in that perennially. But I'm just saying, realistically, those 4 are just better than almost everyone else. Yeah. Usually,
we are only
going to be.
We are only 2 years out from Montana being in the national championship. So, and they make stupid runs like that. And this year they're one of those teams that just they figure out a way to win in the fourth quarter, and that team scares me so much more than a team that appears to be like dominant and they're really good. Like, right now, Montana scares me more than NDSU because when it comes to Montana, you just never really know what's going on.
You never really know what's going on, but they make bad teams look pretty good.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden they beat good teams or teams we think are good at the time.
The only team that they play that's any good is Montana State.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but we're off the point here a little bit.
We've lost the plot a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is the Cats are the team in the Big Sky, regardless of what the rankings say. They're the best team in the Big Sky. Justin Lamson is no doubt getting all conference honors if this keeps up. Absolutely no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And what a time, man.
What a time. What a time. The big takeaway is just how lucky we are. That's how lucky we are as fans. That's the big takeaway.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the Grizzlies have the easiest schedule, man. I mean, they don't even play Davis this year.
Yeah.
the hardest game outside of Cat Grizz, the hardest game on their schedule is Sac State.
Yeah. Tough.
Duck State.
And Idaho's looking worse. Yeah. Weber State, I guess, but Weber State looks like they're not very good.
No, Weber State is not very good. I mean, they have to go play at Sac State. That could be tough.
But the way Sac State's playing today, I'm like, that might actually be a game.
I mean, can you just not make me pick that game when they play?
I'll pick it for you. Don't worry about it.
I'll just be hoping for a cancellation or something.
What was it last year? Poor whooping cough. We're hoping for a whooping cough cancellation on this game.
Yeah.
2024, and there was a game canceled due to whooping cough.
Yeah. I don't know. The Grizzlies just get me in a bad mood, man. They just do.
Tough.
They just do.
We shouldn't talk about them. We should just never talk about them. But it's everything that everyone wants to hear about. You know, they want to hear what we have to say about them. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting to hear what we say. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. But
it's definitely it. Definitely it. Do you have anything else you want to tell the people before we let them go?
What a day, man. What a day. Yeah. It's a good time to be a Bobcat. I am so happy things are going the way they are going. Mm-hmm. After the way my Phillies lost, I really, really needed this, Ben. I was down bad.
You were.
I was down bad.
You were. It was a tough a tough 48.
My house was not a good place to be the last 2 days. So.
Just tense lava like everywhere he goes. Just white knuckling life for 48 hours until the Cats won.
I know my wife was really thanking the Bobcat football team for getting me back out of my funk.
Yeah, it needed somebody had to do it. Thank you, Bobcats.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Thank you, Bobcats, and thank you, everybody, for listening. Go ahead and follow us wherever you are listening to this at on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at CatsPod. On YouTube at The CatsPod. Go ahead and rate us 5 stars wherever you are listening to this at, and we will catch you guys next week with something special, maybe something a little special.
Adios.